Hey girls and guys, hey girls and guys and girls. Because I know that some of the video will be cut off if I say it too early, so I have to wait for a couple of seconds and then get the intro in, right? So if that does come up on there this one time, then shucks. But hey, hi guys, hi girls, how you doing? Hi to anybody who's new here. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you have some kind of fun here, okay? Because it's not all about seriousness all the time. With that being said, though, this is a serious sort of message. This is one of the fruits that we are called to have, which is self-control. And I'm telling you, my dreams have been somewhat dotted around place for the past few nights. So like, I'm still trying to get revelation on certain things. He's literally only just issued me with revelation on a dream that I had. I think it was about 2 nights ago. So we're going to get into that dream because I understand what he's saying now, because I was like, I'm sure there's a part in the Bible where it says, and like I had to get into my study, okay, because I literally kind of just left it and was like, you'll explain it to me when you're ready to explain it to me, instead of me actually buckling down and doing the work that he has called me to do. So I have to ask for forgiveness in that part as well, because I don't want to be disobedient, right? But he did show me something about obedience in one of my dreams too, oddly enough. And I'm just trying to be the best that I can possibly be, that I'm being called to be. So bear with me, okay guys, if I don't 100% get it right. As I always say, just show me some grace, show me some love, as you know we're supposed to do, and just rock it out with me, okay? So let's go to my notes, all right, and go see what we're working with so that I can give you some understanding. I might need to plug in my phone because my battery power is minimal. Okay, let's see. Dream parts. As I said, my dreams have been a bit chocky all over the place. That was last night's one, and the night before. Was it in this one? No, that was before. So yeah, it was a good few nights before, to be honest with you. Not there. I think I'm starting from the beginning. No. It's one of them. Where are you? Not that one. Not that one. No. Where are you? Where are you? Sorry guys, I was just on it as well, but you see when I come out of here, yeah, here we go, it's here, right? So it is the first one, okay? So I was right. So let's get into it, okay? So Roxanne is a friend of mine from when I used to go to secondary school, okay? I've had to move away from her and a couple of my other friends, okay? No hate, no malice, no nothing like that towards them. I still love them, but I'm on a different path to them, okay? But oftentimes I will see them in my dreams, okay? Because they have purpose in my life. They've had purpose in my past, and they still have purpose in my life, right? Because as I said, their names mean certain things too, okay? So Roxanne's name, even though I said Roxamans, because what is that? That's called sleep writing. Roxanne's name means dawn, okay? So when you think of the dawn, you're thinking of like when the sun's rising, okay? So it's light, it's shining, it's coming up, it's shining a light on something, okay? So when I see her in my dream, I know that that's what he's saying to me, okay? So I was in Roxanne's house, and I was standing in the kids' room where she was laying down with someone, and they were covered, with the sheet, and didn't look at me as I spoke. I can't remember what they said to me, but I went downstairs to collect my clothes in a bag, and on the way down I saw a dog, and I thought it was cute until it began biting my hand. It was as if it was playing at first, but then it got harder. I said, nope, you ain't coming with me, and walked it back upstairs in the room with them and closed the door behind it and went to leave. As I was leaving the house, the door was like a coat that zips at the front, but it wouldn't go up. Then it changed to a cardboard door that I pulled in, but it was easily blown down. I walked off and then I woke up. Okay, so I've explained what Roxanne's name means, and we'll go into it a little bit now. Okay, so what he gave me, the revelation he gave me here, right, in my past and in many other people's past, right, because when you come in here, it's not just for me, it's about other people's situations that they're going through. Okay, I'm not currently in this situation, so I know that he's speaking to anybody who is. In my past, as I've said in other videos, was with my ex for 6 years. Okay, and we was playing house. Basically, we weren't married, right? Or people would like to call it shacking up or whatever, right? And he's saying there are people who are currently shacking up. Okay, and he showed me that was my childish thinking. Okay, when I was with my ex and we weren't married, it was like we was playing house. Okay, that was my childish thinking. So there's many people who are out here now who are shacking up, playing house like they are children. Okay, and he said that we need to come away from that mindset, okay, from that childish mindset in thinking, oh, it's okay to shack up with someone and live with them but not be married. Okay, just gonna give it to you the right way, because he had to pull me out of minds. Okay, whether he's my person or not, I couldn't be in a situation where we was playing house any longer, and that's not what we're called to do. Okay, we're not here to play house with just anybody, okay, outside of marriage. And because it was in the children's room, that's how he let me know that it was a childish thing that was occurring in that moment, right? So when they was talking to me, they couldn't look at me, right? So they wasn't looking at me, they was just talking. So I said, okay, then no problem, and walked out basically, and went to go and collect my clothes. When it comes to clothes in a dream, like if you're doing laundry or you're collecting your clothes, you're getting your stuff together, okay? Because when you think of laundry and you think of the saying that's out there, it says putting out their dirty laundry, right? Like talking about your business, basically, right? So in the dream, I was collecting all that belonged to me, okay? I was gathering up all of that stuff, anything that was there that should not have been there, okay? Because clearly it wasn't my home. So whatever I had invested in other people and told them about myself, I was gathering up those things, okay? That was no longer me anymore, but I was gathering up the dirty laundry, okay? The clothes, taking them back, cleansing, purifying those things, okay, making that change, okay? So he's saying in this hour, like many people are trying to make that change, okay? You're trying to get your stuff together, gathering up your stuff, okay? I hope this is making sense, okay? So you're walking away from the childish things, no longer wishing to do those childish things, and walking away. And in the Bible it says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I acted like a child. Now I am an adult, I act like an adult, I think like an adult, right? I paraphrase that, but we'll go and look for that shortly, okay? Because this isn't going to be a long video. It's just to get down to the nitty gritty of it and what he's actually saying, okay? So gathering up those stuff, I noticed there was a dog there, and in previous videos I've explained that dogs can mean different things, okay, in different videos. In the other video, they was calm, they was just sat down, and you know, it meant that those people were possibly not for me, you know, in that situation, but they was not being dangerous or acting in a certain way, okay? When you get dog bites in a dream, ask God 100% anyway, but whenever I am bit in a dream, I know that they're attacking me for the work that I'm supposed to be doing, because I always say he gives us work for our hands, okay? And that's in the Bible too. We'll go into that verse too. So but then the devil gives work for idle hands also, so you have to be careful, okay? But whereas in this, because I know I'm walking with God, I know that the enemy is trying to attack me in that area, and can possibly be trying to attack you in the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing, okay? The work that you're supposed to be doing. So you could be getting attacked at work right now, okay? And why I say that is because in a recent dream, there was a complaint, okay? Amelia complained about the way that somebody was placing something into a blue bag, right? And she had stacked it up neatly, and they had went in and made a mess of it. So when I looked up Amelia, it said work and fertility, okay? So there's possibly somebody who's upset about fertility with the person who they're with, okay, having problems with their fertility and complaining about it. Or there's a complaint that's due from work, right? So you could be getting attacked at work right now. So he needs you to pray about it, ask him about it, and then see what can be done on that part also, okay? So I'll add that part from the other dream. As I've said to you, my dreams have been a little bit muddled, but I know that there is a part about work now because of the name Amelia also in that one, and because of the work of the hands being attacked in this dream, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So from there, I was having none of it. I was like, oh, you want to be nice to me, but then all of a sudden you want to bite? No. So I said, you're not coming with me. I left that behind, okay? That was childish behaviour. And that's how he was pointing it out to me, because where I went and led the dog to was back in the bedroom, in the children's bedroom, okay? You can be a part of, not you, but whoever that is that's being childish, that's pretending to like you in your workplace or just in general, right? Do not stand for that. You leave them with the childish behavior, you walk off, and you got to keep yourself moving, okay? We keep it pushing around here. We don't involve ourselves in that childish behavior, okay? Right, we pray for them, we leave it as that, and ask God, like, why are they behaving like this towards me? You know, like, find out if there's anything that you need to work on, because it's always a reflection and looking at ourselves and what we need to fix first, okay? And not judging others about the way that they are acting, even though sometimes it's so easy to fall into that place where you are judging them because of the way that they have treated you. We have to come away from that, okay? Because it's not godly when we're sitting there cursing them or judging them for the things that they've done, okay? We're not God, and we're not perfect either, but we just gotta let it go, all right? Let them go their way and you go your way. In this dream, I literally said nope, brought it upstairs, says you're not coming with me, and then placed it into the children's bedroom, okay? And walked off and went downstairs, collected my clothes excuse me, collecting my clothes, and went to shut the door. But as I went to shut the door, it was like a zip, like a coat zip, and it was really floppy, and I was like it wouldn't go up at first, and then I spun to the side to put the bag down to do the rest of the zip up, and then it changed into a cardboard. So I was trying to place this cardboard up against the door, and then all of a sudden the cardboard fell down. In the end, I walked away, and then I woke up, okay? It's time to walk away, okay? Because there is a part in the Bible that I'm going to go to, I'm going to show you, right? It's like no rule in that place, okay? Wherever it may be, there is no authority, there is no change. Like, let me go into it, and then I'll explain to you like what he ministered to me with that part. So I put like a house without doors, right? Because I was like, oh, there is a Bible verse that speaks about doors in, you know, right? So I got Proverbs 25:28. It's not smart to stuff yourself with sweets, nor is glory piled on glory good for you. A person without self-control is like a house with its doors and windows knocked out, okay? So having self-control, control yourself without wanting to shack up with someone, okay? You could love this person, they could be your person. Don't put yourself in that place where you lose your self-control, okay? Because you can easily fall into the sin of fornicating and doing the most, okay? So that's what he needs you to understand. Have some self-control in that area. Have control when it comes to your workplace, okay? Have self-control when it comes to your workplace. I know that it could possibly be easier for you to flip out and carry on the most ways, but he doesn't need you to do that. Self-control, okay? Walk away. If it's in general life and people are acting like they like you, but then they are biting you behind your back, walk away, okay? Walk away. Direct them to where they gotta go. Let them go their way and you go your way, okay? Collect your things. Gather up yourself, your dignity, your intelligence. Bring it all in. Just bring in everything that is you. Humble yourself in it, okay? Know who you are, right? From who you used to be. Just bring yourself to that place where you're not saying that you're content in knowing that people are acting this way with you and you're not doing anything about it. Just say that you're content in knowing that they're doing things the way that you possibly used to do things and you didn't know what you was doing. Okay, so there's the Bible verse that goes with that, that says, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Okay, because Jesus was on the cross and that's what he turned around and said, right? And then there's the prayer that says, Lord, forgive me for my trespasses as they forgive me for my trespasses and forgive them for trespassing against me. Okay, so when we trespass against them, we ask for his forgiveness. When they trespass against us, we ask him to forgive them. Okay, you have to be able to forgive a person, right? So that it can help you along the process too, because when you hold on to things, it doesn't help. Okay, take it from somebody who knows. It doesn't help in any way, shape or form when you're holding on to these things. Okay, it just becomes things that tear you down, that make you bitter. And we're not getting bitter around here, we're getting better. Okay, so you don't need to hold on to them things. Yes, it can feel like, sometimes, why me, right? When people are acting or treating you in some kind of way, but he needs for you to just have your self-control, walk away. Okay, do what you've got to do, walk away, because he is saying, right, it's better for you to have your self-control, because if you don't have self-control, it's like a house with its doors and windows knocked out. That's not safe. Okay, without your self-control, that is not safety. Anybody can walk in and do whatever they please, right? When you have no doors and no windows, what kind of safety does that issue you? None whatsoever. You're at the mercy of not only the elements, but anything or anyone coming in, okay, and causing havoc and destruction. So he needs you to get these things under control, right? Get yourself under control, because self-control is a major thing. Okay, like with me, the part where it says about sweets, right? That he knows how he's speaking to me about that because of my sweet tooth, right? So he's been speaking to me about that for a while, and I've got to get that in order. So that's self-control in itself, not saying, ooh, sweeties, ooh, chocolate, and being that person. I have to have self-control in myself to know that this is not what I need right now, right? This is not what I should be eating right now. Like, I need to eat something healthier, switch it out. Know what you're going to do instead of following the same pattern that you've possibly been doing for a long time. You could be lashing out, you could be getting angry, you could be getting vexed at the world and everybody else that's around you or in work or whatever it is. But he's saying right now, you gotta find that self-control. Okay, he needs you to find it so that you can walk away, right, and fight for another day, but in a different way. Okay, because these dogs and things that are in the dream are ferocious. When I say they're ferocious, it's like, nah, they're really coming, but I rebuke that. I rebuke any kind of animal attack against myself and anybody I love, my children, future, my current child, family, friends, ordained husband, whoever it is that I am linked to, in the mighty and precious and beautiful name of Jesus. We rebuke dog attacks, okay, bites, all of that. We rebuke it in Jesus' name. Amen. Right? But when they're in the dream, they're ferocious. So it's like, it's a constant thing, but it's so childish. Like, it could be over childish things, such as, oh, you didn't say hello, or you looked on top today, or something, right? It can be so small that people will treat you away, okay, or talk about you, or carry on doing something that you don't like, whatever it may be, right? If you're finding that in the workplace or at home or amongst friends or family members, walk away, okay? Walk away. Let them go their way. Leave it in the child's room, okay? In the children's room, okay? They can play over there, but not over here. We're not playing over here, okay? We're being adults over here. He's called for us to grow up, right? We're not playing those childish games no more. We're not shacking up. We're not living a lie anymore, right? We're moving forward, sorting ourselves out, packing up our stuff, You know, like get yourself into that place where you're getting yourself in order and starting doing that work and walk away from these childish things. So I'm going to go into the Bible verses and then I'm going to leave you guys, okay? So when I was a child, I think it's Matthew as well. Oh, did it come up for a second? A child, I thought like a child. There we go. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I was an adult, let's go into it. When I became a man, when I was an adult, okay, I put the ways of childhood behind me, okay? And that's exactly what I did. I brought that dog on the upstairs, said, you are not coming with me. No more childish behaviour. No more child games, none of that. Brought it straight where it belonged, closed the door on it, okay? And went about my business. And went to shut the door, but that door could not shut, right? Because there's no self-control. Everybody wants to do what they want to do, okay? And it doesn't matter because that's what their flesh is telling them they want to do, okay? It's not to walk by flesh, it's to walk by his spirit, okay? We have to quieten our flesh. I don't like the way that other people turn around and say, okay? When they turn around and say you have to die to yourself daily, like, I quieten my flesh, okay? I quieten the fleshly side of myself daily, okay? So that I might help others see clearly, have a better understanding about my brothers and sisters. Whereas if I was living in the fleshly way, I could go on ham. I could go on mad with loads of people for the way that they carry on, okay? And the things that I see and the words that I hear. Like I could go back on that whole entire rant, right? That emotional side, right? Living by the fleshly things that upset me, that get me to a place where I feel like the world is just a disgrace, when in actuality, it's just that many people have fallen into the devil's trap. Let's put it that way, okay? Of keeping them in that place that keeps them on edge, upset, angry, all kinds of different emotions, okay? Forever emotional instead of being level-headed and working with their spirit, okay? That's on the inside of them, because many people wish to love other people. And do you know, because all they see around them is the way that people have been with them, been horrible to them, spoken down to them, they don't even wish to love anybody anymore, okay? They don't even wish to talk to anybody anymore because they're afraid of how people are going to accept them. Like, are they going to accept them for, you know, who they are in a nice way, or are they going to reject them and say something like, what are you talking to me for? Or like be harsh with them. Not even smiles that much can you get out of people these days, okay? Even today when I went to the supermarket, right, and I went to the cashier, many didn't even say hello, but I'm always like that, right? So I'll be like, hi, and then if they want to respond, which most of the time they do, then they do, but some don't, right? And it's because they don't want to be the person who says hi to a customer or something and then doesn't get a response, because it feels like you're being rejected, okay? But I rebuke the spirit of rejection first and foremost, right? But I'm not going to change who I am because the world is darker, okay? Because it just keeps on getting lower and lower. It's like the vibration on the earth just keeps on getting lower and lower because people are falling into that trap, okay, that has been set for so many. And then they've just like got to a stage where they think it's normal now, like that's just how people are. But it's not, okay? It's not. It's just that people are afraid to even say the most simplest of things. Like, to me, hello is just mannerable. Manners. Listen, you know what I mean. Right? I've been brought up to have manners. That's just it, okay? And when I've finished, it's thank you. It's nothing big. It doesn't take very long for you to say it. It doesn't hurt to say it. So why not? You never know. You could say that to somebody. You could just say hi to them and they've not received anybody turn around and even say hello to them for a long time, and they've not been spoken to or spoken to nicely in a long time. And it could be something as small as you just saying hi that makes them smile for the day because they've had a rough time. You know? Like little things like that. Okay? We're not playing childish games around here no more. We're no longer feeding into those that don't like us anymore, those who are trying to restrict us from doing things that we need to do, whether in the workplace, in our lives, in our family, whatever it may be. We're no longer feeding into that. We leave them to it. Go and play the childish games, okay? We're not doing that. My nose is really itching, guys. So was there another Bible verse that I was supposed to go into? Was it about the dog? There are Bible verses about the dog, okay? When you're surrounded by the dog, which is in Psalms 30. Oh, so close. I'm just going to put dog in the Bible, right? Majority of the time, when he talks about the dog in the Bible, beware of dogs, Philippians 3:2. Beware of evil workers, beware of concision, Proverbs 26:11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Okay, we won't be doing any of that. Okay, we brought that dog right back. Okay, we're no foolery around here. we're not returning back to the foolish things. Okay, even that goes very well with this dream too, because shacking up and doing those things in my past, childish and foolish. Okay, fool, like a fool returning back to its folly. Okay, go look up what folly means, you'll understand, but you should get it. Okay. And then we got Luke 16:21, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. I remember that one. Okay. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. So in some Bible verses, they're portrayed in different ways. Okay. And in other ways, like in worldly ways, you can see dogs in your dream that are not doing anything, right? That are just by your side. That can mean loyalty. Okay. And then you can have one dream that I had when dogs was lying down, with the saying I got from that dream he gave me, let sleeping dogs lie. Okay. Right, so there's many ways that you can interpret it, but you ask God to help you with your interpretations. I don't ask anybody else about my dream interpretations. He always gives me the confirmations and the revelation he wants to give me, either through me getting it sent to my soul, right, to my spirit, like fed to me, or through his other sons and daughters who I may listen to, who he guides me to go and listen to, right? And he's only allowed me to really watch 2 women who are on YouTube so far, because he's given me name and he's given me them coming towards me in the way that he's portrayed them to me. Okay. And this can change, right? It can become a case where I'm not to listen to them anymore. He just decides what he's going to do and where he wishes for me to get the confirmation for what he's been saying to me. But this was very evident today that he wanted me to start from the beginning of the dreams that he had given me, and we're going to work our way down, because he's going to give the proper explanation for them all. Okay. Anything else that I'm missing? I'm not missing anything, because my nose is, if you could see, I'm going to start coming on screen soon when I can be bothered to like look half decent. Maybe sometimes you might see the afro, sometimes you might see a wig. I don't care, it's just dependent on how I will feel in the moment. But I like doing it this way, because then I can show you exactly how he works with me through these dreams. Okay, so I believe I got all the Bible verses in all of this. Yes, I did. I touched every single point. So as I said, I didn't want it to be too extra long, no hour this time, but we've done 30 minutes, and yeah, Holy Spirit's telling me I'm done. Okay, this is finished. So have a great day, night, morning, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Take care. Ciao, Bella.